Wow, my hair's a little rough, not gonna lie. Not too bad though. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, yeah, I'm actually filming the day I am posting, which I usually don't do. I usually film a couple days ahead and then take that week to edit and then I post. But today is very special because it is National Coming Out Day, which is super important to me and the whole LGBTQIA+ community. So I thought for this video I could just explain my coming out experience and maybe give a few tips, or I don't know, we'll just see kind of where this video goes. Perfect. Alright, so let's just like get into it. Sorry if my floor is creaky. I'm sitting on the floor right now. I'm back home, by the way. I am in Atlanta. I have fall break, so I'm here for a couple days. I'm here until Sunday. And actually Atlanta is having their Pride weekend this weekend, and I just realized that the reason why they don't do it in like Pride season is because they wanted to do it in the coming out month instead of like Pride month, which I mean, go off, I guess. But yeah, that's why their Pride is so late in the year, because National Coming Out Day is actually today. So yeah, let me stop like just going on and just get right into it. As like the years go on, I kind of like start forgetting like specific details. However, I did come out when I was 16 to pretty much my whole family and friends, like my whole immediate family and like my friend groups. And let me think. I want to say it was December 2016 when I came out to a couple of my siblings. And like my mom and dad. It was like around that season of Christmas, because I just like remember everyone being home. So yeah, and I just remember one day my oldest brother was picking me up from a friend's house because I just slept over, and I was talking about some TV show that he had gotten me into on Netflix. It was like Winsworth or something like that on Netflix. I don't even watch it anymore, but there's this one character and one of the female antagonists, and I was just going on and on and on about how much I loved her, and like how I was like, yeah, I love her character, she's so beautiful, da da da, and I just kept going on and on and on. And my brother just stopped me and he was like, yo, like, let me just stop you for a second. I'm like, okay, like, what's up? He was like, do you like girls? I was like, that is a good question. And that was kind of like the first time I kind of just like thought about it, because like obviously in the past I've been attracted to many females, but then like I've also been attracted to males, and like I don't know, I just like never really gave it much thought. I always thought, oh, I was supposed to be dating guys. Like it just never really crossed my mind until he said that. And so after that, that kind of just like sent my life on like a spiral, because I was like, wow, do I like this? That changes everything. And then I was like, wow, I may be a part of this whole community that I know nothing about. And so I started doing my research and I started looking up, literally there's like a whole like LGBTQIA+ like alphabet. So I was like looking up each letter and like what it meant, and I wanted to know more. Yeah, thanks Deontay, by the way, for making me actually start thinking about it. But yeah, so ever since then I just kept thinking about like what I was and what I identified as, and I didn't really think that I had to identify as anything. But during that time I felt like I should have been in like some sort of like position to be able to like say what I identify as, like if someone were to ask. And that was also the first time I started thinking about girls being potentially more than just like my friends, like the crushes that like I would have. I started to realize that like the people I found attractive, and like physically, mentally, like emotionally, just like as their person, like that could mean I had a crush on them, rather just like being like, wow, like like, she's beautiful, she has a beautiful mind, but like, I can't date her. Like, I was realizing that I could, and that it was okay if I did. I think the first person I came out to unofficially was my brother, but that's because he started making me think about it. And then my dad. So my dad is like a minister, and we are a Baptist family, Christian family. So it absolutely terrified me to come out to him, because as I was like doing research on like the whole community, I was watching coming out stories and videos, and like I was reading articles of like people being like ostracized and like kicked out of their families, being sent to camps, like being disowned. And I was just, all of that scared me so much, and I didn't want to be in that position that those other kids were in. And so that gave me a lot of anxiety about if I should really even tell my parents or not. And yeah, with him being like heavily involved in our church, and with my mom being heavily involved in church, I was just really scared. It really took a toll on me, especially with it being junior year and me like with so many other things going on in my life. That was just like an added pressure for me. So what I did, and here's like a tip that I did that maybe someone could use, but what I did was I just kind of like, we would always talk about different things that were going on in the world and just like current events and stuff like that. So when I was like with my family or like separately, I would just like bring up the topic of the LGBTQIA+ community, and just like to see like where their head is. And so I did that with each of my family members, and I don't know if they realize that now, but yeah, that's what I did. So haha. Yeah, and so I just kind of wanted to see where everyone was. So yeah, my dad, I'm trying to remember his views before I told him. He does believe it is a sin, and he doesn't necessarily like agree with the whole idea of loving someone of the same sex. However, he would like say, but I'm not gonna like treat anyone differently, because that's also against like my morals, and He would go on, it's like, I'm not gonna like try to restrict them or anything like that, and like it's not like he's like, it's not like I'd stop being friends with anyone or something like that. And so I was like, okay, bet. And like that was kind of like the mentality that my all like my friends had, and like my family, well, not my friends, but that was kind of the mentality that my family had. My sister, her best friend is gay, so well, a couple of her best friends are gay actually. So like she was obviously like, well, no, why would I ostracize them? Why would I think any differently of them? So, I mean, that was like making me feel better, but also like I still didn't want things to change, because I also read that if like once you tell someone, then like they'll change, they'll like stop inviting you to sleepovers, and they'll like freak out around you and stuff like that. And I just really didn't want that to happen, especially with my friends. And so one day, I don't know what came over me, but it was like at night. I remember I was sitting at the kitchen table, I was talking to my brother, and I was like, I want to do it. I want to tell Dad, like, right now. And he was like, wait, right now? And I was like, yeah, right now. And so we walk into the entertainment room, and he's just like watching Jeopardy, you know, doing his thing. And I was like, hey Dad, I have something really important to talk to you about. And he was like, yeah, what's up? And Deontay was like, you should probably turn off the TV and like actually listen to her. And my dad is like, okay, like what's up? Like he's probably getting nervous or whatever. But yeah, fun fact, I didn't actually like say anything. Like my brother had to say something. I was so nervous that I just couldn't say anything. So my brother actually like said the words, but I was there, and I was kind of like hiding behind my brother, because I don't know, like I didn't know what was gonna happen. I don't know. And my dad kind of just was like, okay, wow. And then like we had a conversation. I can't really remember how the conversation went, because it was a couple years ago, but I just remember afterwards, like he was just like, but like no matter what I think, like I still love you, and that's like the ultimate thing. And obviously like there were tears and things like that, but it's not like it went as well as I wanted it to go, but it also didn't go as terrible as I thought it would go. So that was really good. then I told my mom like a week later. I was on the phone, like she called me because I think she was like yelling at me about something I did, and I think it had to do with my boyfriend at the time, and like I don't even remember like what was happening, but like, wow, I really can't remember what was happening, but like she was yelling at me. It was like in the middle of French class, and I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? And she was like, your boyfriend's mom, da da da. And I was like, okay, well, can I talk to you about this like when I see you? Because like I'm obviously like in French class, so I'm like, okay, I can't really talk right now. I was in the bathroom. I excused myself to the bathroom, but like still, I was like, I'm missing things. And she's like, no, you need to tell me what's wrong now, da da da. And I was like, can it please wait? Like, you're picking me up literally like in 4 hours, like, can you just wait? And I was literally like crying in the bathroom, just like sobbing, like, please, like, I can explain it better when I'm in the car, like when I want to see you, like I want to be able to talk in person. It's just like, no, like, tell me now. Like, she was furious, and I was just like, because I think I was distancing, I don't even remember, but I was doing something that was making him mad, and so he told his mom, and his mom told my mom, and I don't know, anyway, yeah, so I just like told her on the phone, and then she was quiet for a little bit. She was like, that's all? Like, that's it? Da, da, da. And then she continued to yell at me, but like obviously not about that, but like she continued yelling at me, about whatever I was making her mad about. And I was just like, yeah, like that's it, like that's why, like I have a lot going on, da da da. And she was like, okay, we'll talk about it later. And then we did, and she kind of had like the same reaction as my dad. He was just like, they were both pretty much like, you're going through a phase, like or like like I don't really remember the exact words they were saying, but they were like, you'll get over it, like you're still discovering yourself, you're trying to figure out who you are, like things like that. And I was just like, all right, like thanks for like not kicking me out of the house though, like that's all that really matters. Like I don't really care if you think that this is a phase, cool, as long as I get to like stay here. But yeah, she also was like, I love you at the end of the day, like that doesn't matter, da da da. So all in all, like it was just kind of like a experience. Like nothing bad happened, but also like they didn't react the way I wanted them to, but that's okay. So after that, it kind of became easier to just come out to like each person, and I came out to my sister, my other brother, my best friends, like all my friends at school, stuff like that. And then like it seriously just got to the point to where I was like, wow, like I feel like I shouldn't even have to come out, because like kind of like what everyone kind of says, where it's like, why should we have to come out if like heterosexuals don't have to come out, like things like that. And I was just like thinking a lot about that. Like it's really not a big deal, and I feel like society makes it a big deal, which was like really, that was like the main struggle with me for coming out with everyone else in my life, because I was like, is it really their business? Like this is something personal. This is also something that like only affects me and the person of interest. Like it doesn't even affect like our relationship. So that's what I struggled with coming out, not the fact that like I would like didn't, like I was scared that people wouldn't like accept me. Like I didn't really care about that when it came to my friends. Like if you don't accept me, cool, like bye, peace out, like I don't care, I'll find more friends, like I'll get to know other people. But it was mainly the, why should I have to come out? Like why do I have to do this? Like it's not a big deal. So but anyway, regardless, I did come out to my best friends and stuff, and obviously they're still supportive because they're still here, and some of them are actually part of the community, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much my coming out story, coming out experience. And I would just say, like, tips wise, make sure the environment's safe, and I would also say it's gonna be okay no matter what the situation is. 5 years down the line, 3 years down the line, maybe even 2 years down the line, like you will get to a point to where it's gonna be okay. And like, don't be afraid to like let people go. Don't be afraid to lose friends because of this, because this is a part of who you are, and you shouldn't surround yourself with people who don't support you. And that's the tea. Like, that's it. Like, don't surround yourself around negative energy. Don't surround yourself around people who aren't there to uplift you and support you and for you to do the same. So I hope this video isn't too long, and I hope I didn't bore you guys with my coming out story. I know it's nothing like spectacular, and I don't have any like footage or anything of like people's reactions, but yeah, mine was pretty ordinary, and I would say I'm really happy that I did do it, because ever since that year I've been authentically myself, and it's been amazing. I feel more free. I feel like I can love who I want to love, no matter if it's a male or female or like anything in between. I don't know, personally for me it's freeing. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you guys continue to have an amazing day, and I hope this helped at least one soul out there. I will see you guys next Thursday with another video, and it will be my first Pride experience. Woo woo, so I'm excited for that. All right guys, I love you. That's it. I'm pretty sure I still need to figure out an outro, but that's a work in progress. So for now, I'm just gonna say bye, and I'll see you next Thursday with another video. Peace.